Bandung is a city of 2.5 million in the West Java Island in Indonesia. It's a metropolitan city. Yeah, the climate was very cool. That's the reason people love Bandung, because of the weather. Alfresco dining is the best in Bandung. But as a metropolis, we face so many issues and opportunities as well. We are the second tourist destination in Indonesia. We receive 6 million tourists coming to the city. So in the last couple of years, it dramatically changed the landscape of Bandung into more service-oriented city. And also Bandung has more than 80 universities and colleges, 60% under 40 years old. So a city of youth and educated. That's why a creative economy is a key driver to Bandung development, and that will be also the vision. Bandung has to be the best city with the creative economy as a generator. But this opportunity also makes Bandung one of the best performing economy, almost 9% growth, outperforming the national growth of 5.8%. Yeah, and this leads to needs of infrastructures, needs for better public transportations. But so far, more good news than bad news. The most challenging issue will be providing the public infrastructures to respond to these opportunities. So Bandung now preparing to bid for the having monorail system and also cable car as a means of public transportations, because Bandung is hilly, and also we are preparing the master plan called Urban Mobility Projects. Bandung Urban Mobility Project is how we envision people to move around the city. Monorail cable car is one thing. We are providing the bike sharing, a short distance bike renting kind of activities. We are building Bandung Skywalk, bridges crisscrossing the city to connect people walking and cycling at elevated structure, for example. With that, there are technology approach that we use now to reform the government. We are very clear vision of open government. In open government, we make data available online for public, yeah, something that never done before. We also use social media to manage the city. So Bandung is the only city to have all department has a Twitter account to communicate with people. So the last 8 months of my mayorship is transformed the way how people communicate with the government. They report, they get response, they appreciate the process. So this technology reforms combined with the long-term vision for public infrastructure, this is something that we will proceed in the next 5 years of my terms. Yeah. Yes, when we talk about mobility, it's not always about moving people by machine or cars, yeah, whether it's public transportation or private. It's about how people move and have options. That's why we give a range of options for people to move around in the city. In Bandung, we have still some challenge because only 20% of population use public transport. So 80% using cars and motorbikes. So we want to flip the situation into 80% using public transport, 20% cars and motorbikes. So this 80%, we have to distribute it into option. People can walk. So we have a pedestrian upgrading project everywhere in the city. We have a skywalk. If you don't want to walk without meeting intersection, you walk upstairs. Yeah, it happens in Bangkok. It happens in Hong Kong. So this is also a strategy. So by giving option for people to choose how to get connected in the city, I think that more or less what is the vision that we want to have for the more sustainable and livable Bandung. And by doing so, I think Bandung can be ready for metropolis. One thing very interesting that we are experimenting right now is we have the happiness projects. Yeah, happiness projects mean while we wait for big projects to come, takes years, at least happiness can be shown, can be programmed in a short-term way. So we're upgrading city parks with thematic, photography parks, for example, skateboard park, reading parks, and anything related to teaming, so people can differentiate activities. Second, we have Bandung Fun Days as part of happiness projects. So Monday in Bandung is a free bus day. Tuesday is no smoking day. Wednesday is Sundanese day. I'm wearing traditional suits, speaking local language. Thursday is English day. Friday is back to work day. Saturday is festival day. So if you come on Saturday in Bandung, you will choose one of 30 culinary festivals spread out the whole city. So this, again, is not future of city. It's not always about economic measure, economic standard, but also happiness has to be there, because advanced society is a happy society. I just checked with my assistant how many engagement that I have been doing with this interview is 24. So the last 3 days, I have discussions, meetings, lobbying for business investor. Total is up to 24. So it's very busy. So it means I find this city summit very fruitful. I meet fellow mayors. I make friends for a new mayor. They invited me also to make a sister city. I make investor, bankers that will also interested to come to Bandung. So I think without this event, I don't think I can make this very productive strategic meeting that will lead to all good things, investment that at the end will benefit my city. So I sincerely congratulate the organizer to have this very world-class event. I'm looking forward to become a regular visitor and participants to this event.